The story of yoga in African spirituality takes root in ancient Egypt, known to the ancients as Kemet. Kemetic Yoga, as we call it today, evolved from the spiritual practices of these ancient civilizations. This form of yoga isn't merely physical. It encapsulates a holistic system of life balance, incorporating physical movements, meditation, and philosophy. As we move forward in time to the 18th century, we see the influence of African spirituality on Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga, which emphasizes physical exercises and postures, found a unique interpretation within African spirituality. The African version of Hatha Yoga focused on the rhythm of the body, the power of breath, and the harmony of the mind and spirit. Here the physical became a pathway to the spiritual, a concept deeply rooted in African spiritual practices. Fast forward to the 20th century, when yoga started gaining global popularity. African spiritual practices found a new platform to showcase their unique interpretation of yoga. The African diaspora, spread across the globe, began to incorporate elements of African spirituality into the practice of yoga. This fusion resulted in forms of yoga that were rich in African spiritual symbolism and rituals, adding a new dimension to the global yoga community. In the early 21st century, a resurgence of interest in traditional African spiritual practices led to a renaissance of African spiritual yoga. This period saw the rise of yoga forms like Kemetic Yoga and Afro-Flow Yoga, which combined ancient African spiritual practices with the rhythmic movements of yoga. These forms of yoga focus on the interconnectedness of all life and the universal energy that binds us together, concepts that are central to African spirituality. Today, the practice of yoga in African spirituality continues to evolve, reflecting the dynamism of the African spirit. From ancient Egypt to contemporary times, the journey of yoga in African spirituality has been an enriching blend of physical discipline, spiritual growth, and cultural expression. In conclusion, the history of yoga in African spirituality is a fascinating journey of evolution, adaptation, and fusion. From its roots in ancient Egypt to its modern-day interpretation, yoga has found a unique expression within African spirituality. The story of yoga in African spirituality serves as a testament to the resilience, adaptability, and creativity of the African spirit, a story that continues to unfold with each passing day.